and Ruin Leon, he'll learn this soon enough. He's a growing content creator as well. What's gonna happen is that as you get bigger, right, and you get more creative, right, what's gonna happen is that there will be a flock of folks for whatever. Generally, it's gonna be leading with some sort of social issue, and y'all probably are already starting to experience this, where they lead with some social issue, and they say, "Hey, you got a platform. They didn't build it. In the words of Obama, you didn't build that. They didn't build it. But they're going to have so much to say about your platform because you're seeing success, and they don't like the idea. They're sour at the fact that you got a following that they don't have, and they can't get access to it, is what it ultimately boils down to. And they'll talk around that shit 17 different ways, but that's ultimately what it is that they can't, they just simply, they can't perceive a world or see a world in which a person of your following, of your stature, has access to people's, whether it be in their homes, their phones, whatever, and they're seeing you and consuming your content, and you get your word out there, and they don't have access to that audience. In a lot of cases, you may be saying something antithetical to what it is they say, which I don't think necessarily applies to the last caller because he claims to be a libertarian. I haven't said anything antithetical to libertarianism, but it ultimately boils down with people that have an issue with people that have followings that don't use their following or their platform in a way that they'd use it if they fucking had it. To me, excuse my language, that makes you a bitch ass nigga.
The reason I showed y'all that at the beginning of the video is because every single word out of that man's mouth is true. When you go your own way, when you build your own foundation, when you're building your own brand, people are going to celebrate you. People are going to cheer you on. There's also going to be these people who are going to throw labels, who are going to bitch, who are going to moan because they're doing the exact same thing as you. And instead of evolving, adapting, learning where they suck and improving, they're going to bitch when they see someone doing something different from them and they're achieving success. Some people are going to label you a grifter, a race baiter, someone who wants to see a bunch of marginalized people fall by the wayside because you have opinions that they don't like. And how dare you make money off that? How dare you upload thoughts and opinions? How dare you make a comic book about something you're passionate about because you find the common entertainment nowadays to be boring, creatively lacking, the writing sucks, and it's a bunch of race swapping. When this dude came out with this book, a lot of people expected it to flop, and it made $3.7 million. And among all the stupid goalpost moves,
well, you can't tell me about my business though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling you, objectively speaking, you're wrong. If I sold what I sold, right? Even if I sold 60,000 books for $10,
because you think of it as a business rather than a comic book. A way to tell stories.
Well, it's a business. I'm here to run a business.
Yeah, it is a business.
Yes.
But the thing is, you care more about the business than actual stories that you're trying to
I can't
portray.
tell stories unless my business is profitable.
Between art and making money.
Yeah, that sounds like
my problem.
That's a personal.
There's a reason why I give everything out to people for free.
And that's your business.
I only care.
That's your business.
Yeah,
I think
business.
My opinion
and people
is
just give me money just to see it, continue.
If they're giving you money, how are you doing it for free?
Because I just say, hey, you want to donate?
So they're still giving you money to support the product.
And I don't have anything against making money off of a product. If that's true, then I was lied to, and I will be pissed at them. However, I do think it's really, really horrible that you charge $35 for each issue.
What is the price that it should be?
If you're independent, I would say 10.
They're doing crack!
If you're just completely independent, making it off your own, I would say 10. I mean, and this is just based on me.
I'm gonna explain this to you from a businessman's point. $10.
Don't Don't do that.
Well, I have to. No.
Think about art in a business sense.
Well, no,
That's what I'm trying
no.
to say. Don't think
I'm
about
going
art
to
in
think
a
about art in a business sense because I am a businessman and this is my company after all. If I charge $10 for this, right, that would have severely hurt our growth. Okay, right? Like this is I'm in the business.
How comics kind of.
No. Well,
But it is.
Well, that's your business. If you or someone else wants to make a financial irresponsible decision, that's on them, right? And I disagree that just because I guess your position is that other people are broke or have gone broke, therefore you should do it too.
Many people are broke.
Yeah, right.
Many.
And I would agree. I'd be well, let's say this. My growth would be non-existent if I had charged only that much for a book that cost this much to produce.
My favorite one was when they come out with the second one, it won't have the same level of success. It won't achieve any goals. It'll be a flop. It'll be a disappointment because people bought it as a flash in the pan idea and they won't support it going forward.
His sales are going to dip for subsequent issues because a lot of people are not buying a comic book. They're paying him to own the left. They bought a comic book, yeah, but that's not the main thing that they really wanted. They're going to get the comic. They're going to talk about it like it's the best thing ever, sure. But really, what's driving those sales at this point is sticking it to the woke mainstream comics industry or whatever it is, right? That's what's driving it. Once they've done that one time, a great many of those people will not pay for another thing from him. They will feel like they've already done the thing, sent the message to the woke media or whatever. They won't continue doing that. I'm promising you. I'm promising you.
Well, I'm happy to announce to anyone who didn't bother checking the website throughout the day, it achieved the goal and it is now exceeding it to the point where by the time this video goes up on YouTube, it'll probably be in the millions already. So for the people in the back who have no business skills, no knowledge on how to make money, no knowledge on how to be a success that are still complaining, congratulations, you failed and you owe that man an apology. And I just want to bring it all back to that first clip I showed y'all in the video. It doesn't have to be just about Eric. It could be about anybody. That video was the ultimate confidence boost for me because at the time I was making content, I was gaining traction. I had people who were doing the exact same thing as me, DMing me or labeling me as something I wasn't because they felt as if I was stepping on toes and I was saying things I shouldn't have been saying because it was offensive to a bunch of people and how dare I make this content, and I was losing a little bit of confidence. And this man who didn't even know too much about me at the time gave me words of confidence. And now instead of sitting here wondering if I'm good enough to actually be somebody on YouTube, I sit here with all the confidence in the world as a dude who can wear a pink hat and say I'm the sexiest black YouTuber. I'm the doctor, professor, philanthropist, gynecologist, veterinarian, cafeteria lady with the big double D titties that serves you that slop on Mondays, among other things, because that's what it means to sit here and invest time into what it is you are passionate about and succeed. I was not always doing this off of an $800 camera. I was doing it off of an iPhone. I had the mic quality of piss, and then once I got a little bit of traction and a little bit of money, I bought a $50 mic from Amazon. Then once I got more traction and more money, I bought this microphone along with the other attachments that go with buying this microphone. I took the time to adapt and evolve. I realized I suck at being able to communicate. So now, after doing a little bit more effort in trying to articulate the point I have in my mind into a microphone and into a camera, I have the ability to look at all of you and say what I think, how I think, and won't have any contentions around it, because that's what it means to build your brand, learn where you suck at, and improve. And for all the people in the back that like to say things like, we need more black representation because we don't see enough black people in this space, in this space, in that space, you have one right here. Eric July, somebody who wants to make comic books, someone who wants to get into some form of creative writing, someone who wants to get into art, someone who wants to make their own business. You have somebody right here who is another piece of representation that you would want in trying to build your own confidence in doing what you want to do. Oh, but he's not the right type of black person for me because he says things that I don't want. Get that dick out of your mouth, because nobody's paying attention to that. And if that's your excuse for not not supporting or at least not engaging and acknowledging this man's success, you're a pathetic piece of shit, no matter if you're black or you're white. If you're somebody who's willing to put in the time and the effort to understanding the intricacies of starting your own brand and building it, you understand that you're gonna suck at a few things and you're willing to improve, I hope all the success in the world for each and every one of you. And for you losers in the back that are gonna write paragraphs and Twitter threads and cope videos about how much this success means nothing because I feel as though this comic book sucks and all these other people suck because they're not doing what I want them to do. You're fucking pathetic and you're always going to be a fucking failure. And no, for the other people in the back next to you saying you should be nicer about this, I don't have the fucking mental capacity to be nice to a bunch of people who don't fucking deserve it and are too fucking lazy to improve themselves. And with all that being said, congratulations to Young Ripper. I wish you further success. Come out with some Rippaverse hoodies because I don't care that it's summertime. I am fucking cold and I want to wear some Rippaverse hoodies. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to support me, you can do so by liking, donating, doing all those special things, sharing the video. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Be great. At some point in this video, I cut my hand.